Good morning, optimists. What's going on, everybody? Today is Tuesday, November 26th, and I'm currently caught in a stock halt. Trying to exit it, but anywho, let's go ahead and jump into the futures market. Okay, so when we last were trading, kind of wrecked our 100K account, personally.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, made a couple bucks and 100K. I didn't hear very many shares, but some since I'm on the 1 minute side. I haven't gone over any of the economic stuff today, so I'm gonna jump in there real fast. Alright, so today we've got consumer confidence at 7 o'clock. We already had Schiller today. We've got new home sales dropping at 7, Richmond Fed, Dallas Fed, and then money supply, and we got FOMC minutes at 11, so probably a lot of volatility at 11 o'clock. And jump in here to our community chat. Looking at the 10-second side. To get in right here.
Order filled.
In at 21 1/4. We're gonna get out at 22 1/2. Should be a break over this 22 line right there. A little bit of a preempted trade. I had CTM a second ago. Now I don't. Alright, we got that trade. Big fat rip right there. Long here.
Order filled.
Fill. I just took a single tick on that.
Order filled.
Just to make sure that I got out with a little bit of profit on that. Freaking TOS won't let me out of this trade, dude. Oh, it's already closed. Okay, cool. That was a fat loss for that account. All right, back to our rip that we got going on here.
Order filled.
Damn, I might have bought that at the top. Come on, just one more tick up. It's got a little too much resistance right there.
Order filled.
That account filled. So that account's failed. Alright. I was right on the trade too. It's just that I pulled back before it popped. Our TTM disappeared again. It was here like 2 seconds ago. It's here on the 1 minute side. Honestly, I'll pull back to like 24.
Order
I'm in
filled.
at 25.50. We're gonna get out at 27 and a quarter. So I'm taking advantage of this TTM switch right here, cyan switch. I'm looking for a push up towards 60.30. I really would like my TTM on the 10-second side because I use that all the time. They got messed up because the thing yesterday. And we got volume based service. Average. 64. Save. I'm down slightly in this trade. Let's jump back to the 1 minute for a second. Big pullback there. More pullback than I want to see on that. Ah, God, this freaking charts are so slow. A little too much pullback there. I gotta cut it. Can you get a pop here? I see yellow on the 210. Reducing this up down to 26. But I think I just gotta cut it here. It like wants to break out, but it's not. gonna silent switch on 10. I didn't expect a $5 $6 pullback. It's a little too much pullback. What's this bump to? Is like 21.50, 21.75. 2.7 on TTM. That sell-off right there was a little unexpected. This is why I need the TTM 10. That's why I use this thing so frequently. Just because I can see stuff like that. You have 2 on TTM 10. We gotta break above 22. Really above 23, we gotta break above. Negative 1.3 now at this point. 22. I'm gonna take the cut on this trade.
Order filled.
I cut it, but pretty fat loss on that. I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Looks like we have a sell-off window almost, but I do see double support right here. TTM now at negative 1.1. Some slowdown in volume there. Quick silent switch, no crossovers yet. Downward cross though on the 5200. Actually, this one. Yes, Riffin. Finally. This is 7 o'clock here. Whoa, big sell-off. Too much volatility to trade it. Nice move on oil. Bounce off 60.
Order filled.
Good. I took a long right here.
Order filled.
Trying to get out at 70 and went to 69. So I just ended up taking a single 6 just now. So I made like 30 bucks. Down 833. This is my good account, so I don't really want to have this one get messed up. I don't want any of my accounts to get messed up, obviously. Oil has a fair amount of volatility in it. Oil's like the snail of the market. Just slimes its way through. It's super slow. Alright, so I've been actively engaged in trading for a while now, about a good half hour. How did my stock trade turn out? Pretty bad. Pretty poorly, actually. Because it ended up dropping and halting again. So it popped up on the halt, and I was like, okay, I should get out here. And then it just went burnt and then stalled out again. And it really didn't even move that much. It's like not even a buck. And the whole thing, like, I don't know. When stocks start doing that thing where they halt every minute and a half, like they're not even worth trading. And I personally think it's a little lame that the New York Stock Exchange or whoever does circuit breakers, I think it's lame that they even get involved and interfere, personally. I don't think it helps people. I don't think it helps traders. Yes, finding some stability around that 60-20 mark. I look to get in long shortly here. Honestly, this entry will be great. Look for one though. It's a little bit more confirmation. So we got a downward cross right there of the 8-9. Close to a 5200 on the 10. Did notice a 200 peaked above VWAP though. Obviously, this is a terrible trade. $7. Yeah, what am I even thinking on those? The approach of a 1 minute cross as well. So I think we gotta wait a little bit. Look at the range of this. Dude, that's crazy. The range is all the way down to 6012, all the way up to 6026 almost. It's insane range. Okay, so I would like to actually see this sort of happen on the 1 minute side. Where we start getting some crossovers here. We're really close to a 5200 cross to the downside right there on the 1 minute. And TTM's at negative 1.7. So if we can actually get the 10-second cross, then that'll likely happen with the 5200 almost crossing to the downside of the 1 minute and then diverging from there. Well, losing a little bit of that momentum that it had. happened at 6:43 that caused the oil to spike from 69.25 all the way up to 70.30. So more than $1 rip at 643. Yeah, it's kind of grinding downwards. I don't see anything just yet. It's all good though. We can just chill together. Can't hear me. Test. Says my mic's working. Oh, music's too loud. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Shoot. Better. My apologies. Sometimes I forget to turn it down inside the app. Yeah, it's starting to break down. We go short here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Took I think 4 on that. Yeah, 4 ticks. Morning, Kevin. Thank you for letting me know. Stock trade didn't turn out great. I kept halting around. And I more or less I should have tried to get out a little bit earlier than when I tried to get out. My sell order was about 30 cents above where it ticked. But I was looking for a rip up with some gusto, and instead we got a $1.2 million sell-off, or 1.2 million share sell-off. And then I remembered that I typically don't really buy things that are up all that much right before the pre-market. Like, essentially I want them gapping in the pre-market and then have sold off during the pre-market. And then buy them when they're ever so slightly below the VWAP or like right at VWAP instead of above. So we got a decent short right there. Oil a little flat. Big sell off again on the ES. Starting to trend bearish. So there's that downward cross on the 1 minute side. And this pulled out to the opening range at 60.13. So this area right here is going to be the area to hold in order to remain bullish. Otherwise, if we break below this and break below VWAP, I can't speak today, then I think that we'll have a lot more opportunity to turn bearish on the day. But as it is, it's looking a lot more bullish from the sentiment of price, not necessarily chart movement, but price. So there's a bounce off the opening range right there, slightly above average volume on that last candle. I'm getting a yellow on the TTM1. So I wonder if we bounce on that opening range. I'm going to look for a 10-second cross. Might be waiting a little while. Kind of looks like it's going to pop up a little bit. I wouldn't trust this for a pop-up to like the 200 moving average, but what I'm measuring here is the TTM. It's currently at 0.3, but I'm also measuring the 9/12/26 cross right there. So this cross over here would likely get us to push up at least to the 50 moving average, maybe slightly above it, with a pretty high chance of rejection. Pulling back to the opening range again there at 1325. And bouncing off that up to 16. There's that 50 moving average and the cyan switch. No 9/12/26 just yet. And we're running into that support resistance level that I had drawn in. My 12/26 cross there.
Order filled.
Long at 16, looking to get at 1675. There we go. We got that. 100. I imagine it's going to pop more than that. Gonna check in on the 1. So we got 3 yellow candles, negative 2.7. It's looking good for a reversal to the upside. And bigger pop there. Going in for 5 ticks. Looking for a pullback to the 9 EMA, so like 17 as the entry. Gonna put a buy order down here at 17. Coming up on 715 here. Guess I could have grabbed that off of 18, maybe taking a 3 ticker. I no longer like 17 as the entry. I'm now looking at more closer to 18. I think that we're going to get a pretty decent sized rip here. I want to see a pullback first though. That pullback, I'm looking for like 18, maybe 17. All right, I'm gonna buy into this pullback here.
Order filled.
It's a little bit of a risk, but I think the reward potential is here for this. My concern is that this does exactly what it's doing, just selling off a little bit more than that. So I'm looking to get out of 1875 on this. And my entry is off of 17. We hit resistance at 19. $17.25, 1750. We got to break through 18. Super close to that trade. There we go.
Order
We
filled.
got that. right at my resistance level and some rejection off of that. So got the account back into green. Not green on the day, but made a lot back because we lost 1,000. So we're down 350 on the day now at this point. Sort of have a 5,200 approach inbound. My hands are feeling dry. Sort of have a 5,200. That was a great trade, by the way. That last one. I don't want to get confident, though. I'd rather just focus on being competent. Yeah, that last trade was actually really clean. Great buy off of support and sell off resistance. So we bought right there, right above the support line that I had drawn in, and support and resistance line rather. Sold right at the resistance. Now we're getting some sell off now. So we'll see what happens when we approach this opening range here at 13.25. If we break below that, then we're likely reverse down. It's looking like downward trending. I think there's going to be a lot of resistance at that 13.25 zone, or just that 13 area. Resistance, I should have said support, because that's really what I meant. So bounced off 13.25 again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 bounces off of that spot. One thing I've noticed as a pattern is that the opening range here, this particular one, let's see if it'll, I think it's this one, this OHLC. No, it's not that one. I have this listed as an indicator, but maybe it's not an indicator. Maybe it's just a chart thing. In any case, that particular thing has been very useful. So often, if we're below it, it'll often reject there. If we're above it, it'll often bounce there. Sometimes you can even time your trades, like just set your trade level at it, and just wait for the rejection or wait for the bounce. It's not to say it's going to be exact. Like, obviously we ticked through it a couple of times, but the point being is that it's a very sturdy zone, and a real reversal would be, like for this, would be selling below that and having it come way down to, like, you know, $5 below it or something. Right now it's dropped $2 below it. So we're a ways out still, but you can see how it's fluttering around that zone over and over. Oil kind of selling off a bit. Looking like a larger sell-off potentially inbound for oil. That 5,200 cross there. Kind of hit its, there's support here, and then I would call this the same zone right there. Right there. And you can see all this back here, and then right there. So bouncing off 69.25. The only thing is with the oil is that you've got this 5,200 cross to the downside almost. So it would really have to bounce here in order to prevent that from happening. It kind of looks like it is. Bounced quite well off of the off of that support zone. I'm gonna go long in oil here.
Order filled.
They're gonna get out at 47. There's a lot of sellers at 45. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to take it off the single tick again.
Order filled.
And like 30 bucks. Now it's moving. Damn. Okay, well. We'll keep at it. Down a little bit on the day in this account. Down 328 bucks. Trail max looking at 1428. Not bad on trail. Oil and ES both popping back up. ES popping up big now. Bounced a lot off of that 60-13 area. We're right back at the 60-17 area. Negative 2.0 on TTM1. Hitting resistance at 1750, which is right at that EMA 35. But it looks like 9/12/26 are potentially inbound for a crossover. Negative 2 on TTM1. So maybe another 3 minutes or so. In fact, let's check this on the 3-minute chart and see how this is looking. Still red over there. Check it on 5. 5 still red too. Oil breaking above 69.50. It's a really important zone for oil. Yeah, so that thing that I mentioned about it potentially diverging right there at that point, it looks like that's what it's going to do. So we pulled above the 50 moving average. Definitely should have kept my trade on at the way that it was at. I would like to see some sell-off here in oil down to like 69.50 or 69.48 or something, and then a pop back up. I want to see the sell happen though. Like a nice big red candle. Not a big red candle, but like a large enough red candle to actually push this down into a bit of a more value zone. Like I might put a buy order at 69.49. I have one sit there. We're at 52 at the moment.
Order filled.
In at 69.49. 3 contracts. Looking to get out at 69.56. There's a lot of sellers at 54. We hit 53 on that. Now we're pulling back some. It's almost a really good trade. Guess I should have tried to get out at 53. Having a hard time at 69.50. Damn. Come on now. I think maybe I went for a little too much on there, because obviously this was a good trade, but we needed to get out with like 4, 6, and instead I was going for 7. I was looking for this to cross back up. This crossover here would give us a nice push though to like 69, probably to VWAP. I want to get out of 55 or 56 like I originally intended. There's 50. We got to break through 69.50. Looking for that crossover to happen. This one here. I'm really surprised oil doesn't get more volume. It seems so much more predictable and profitable. I don't really understand why it doesn't get as much volume as I believe it should, but you know. At 54, it sells at 55. I think it'll pop up though. I think it's gonna go past this zone. Honestly, I think this could be a bigger trade, but I do want to lock in some profits. I might take it off right here if I can. 54.
Order
I
filled.
took it off with $90 just because it's like it keeps stopping 1 cent before my actual sell order. So, and I'm sure it's gonna go. I feel really confident that it will, but it's just like holding on to it for that long. I don't really like doing that. I might start trading oil a lot. Just it's a little slower moving, but it's a little more predictable, I think. I see a pullback to about 69.50 zone, and then this crossover here. And I think we have some oil stuff dropping today, don't we? We've got FOMC minutes at 11. That's obviously going to make everything insane. So, made a lot of comeback after that 1K loss. We're only down 250 now on the day. We had already earned 180 or so on the day originally, so our trail max is going to be a little weird, but that's all right. ES pulling back up to 18. ES working on getting across though. I'm going to delete some of these support and resistance zones that I put in here. Just clean up the chart a little bit. I want to see another pullback to 60.15. So just like right here to the 200 moving average. Maybe as low as like 16, like 60, 16. Popping up though. I'll check some 1, and then we'll probably jump in this. First time I switch on the 1. We're gonna have some resistance at 60.20. I really want to see a pullback to 17.50. Oil popping up too. See some pullback here. Really want to see that. That's what I'm looking for, is that exact thing right there. I look to get in long right around here. Just gonna buy the bid
Order
there.
filled.
In at 1750, like I spoke about. Looking to get 5 ticks at 1875. You get 1850 or
Order
75. Okay, so made 187 on that. Counts nearly back to flat today. I want to see one more pullback and then a rip. There's that resistance I expect to see at 60.20. Like I said, I'd love to see one more pullback followed by a rip. We got TTM1 cyan switch looking good. We're just above that 200 moving average. That's going to act as some resistance there. Eventually, we may get this 5200 cross, maybe a little bit closer to 740, and this I think would send this shooting up. Our high up there is that 60.27 on the day. That was a really good trade right there. I had felt like I should have gone for more profit. Looks like I could have. But definitely got a great entry there, 1750. Called it. And went up to 1975 area. So could have actually pulled 12 ticks out of that. Or 8 ticks. Sorry, not 12. 8. But we pulled 5 out of 8. Not bad. Like I said, I wanted to see one more pullback here. And then might look to get in right around, if it doesn't fail. This was the entry I was looking at, though. It was like 17 and a quarter. So I guess I'm pretty glad I did not take that. Because that's a big sell-off. It's like way more. It's almost like an aggressive sell-off that sort of seems a little overly aggressive. Is that just me? It seems a little too aggressive of a sell-off. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. I would have expected this to pull back more to like where the 9 EMA is, like at 17. So just how aggressive that sell-off is. You see, there's not a ton of volume on that sell-off, or at least there's less than the average. So I think there's a good chance that we actually might still bounce even after the sell-off. But it's got to get above 1750. Without that, it doesn't really seem all that worth it. So I'm gonna put a alert at like 1650. $16.25. Sometimes it's late. All right, oil got a nice big bounce, nice rip. Eventually did get that crossover that we spoke of. So I've been pretty actively engaged in the charts today. Mixed results today. Nice. I have certainly wished that about having a real futures account myself before. Oil popping up. ES hitting over our target. Not alerting me, of course. ES looking good. Going along here on ES.
Order filled.
In at 1675. Looking to get at 18. Taking this on the cyan switch on the 10 second. 91226 cross. My alert finally sounded. Rejected there. You gotta be kidding me. I knew I didn't trust it. Felt weird about it. I'm throwing exit at 17. Maybe we'll get lucky. $16.50. I originally wanted to get out at 18. That tapped 17, but didn't fill. Bastard. Five minutes to 43.
Order filled.
Right, so we did get out at that 3. We did get lucky on that trade. Not going to call that a good trade. But that right there, that rip, that's what I was going for. Maybe I was a little early to the party. Drop this down to a 3 and 3. See if there's a pullback to 1675 or so. I'll put a buy order there. Don't look like that's going to happen. Check this on 1 minute real fast. I'd like to see this pull back to about 1650 and then bounce. The sell-offs are way too real, dude. Like, it's dramatic. 740. The sell-offs are like way too dramatic for what the movement is. So this did end up hitting, I said about 63. It has 68. 68, 69. So that sell-off was all the way down to 16. And starting to get some choppiness in the market. Zoom out a little bit. So that was actually an awesome trade. Missed it though. Right here at that 200 moving average resistance on the 1 minute side, we get a pullback. Kind of missed that whole rip. Not kind of, I did miss that whole rip. We get entrance off 1950. Closing that one. It's popping up now.
Order filled.
Took a long here trying to ride the momentum.
Order filled.
All right, got $100 on that. Made the account green on the day. Got the account itself back into green after $1,000 loss. That's not bad. Up $50 in this account today. Took a lot of trading to get there. A lot of really conscious decisions. This was not a great trade, but I also expected a little bit more pullback here, and that would have given us a much better trade on that. All right, so 1 minute side, we're actually. So by the way, the 8-9 SMA crossover has been awesome today in the 1 minute. You can see right there, gave way to that move. Right here is this move here. So pretty awesome there. Getting some pullback to about 21. This is a good area to buy, I think. Yeah, would have been a great trade right there. Wonder if we get a pull back to like 2250. Right here at the 9, or maybe the 12. Kind of hitting some resistance up there around 24.
Order filled.
So along here, looking for 3 and 3.
Order filled.
All right, we got that. So that's a quick 100. Counts up 150 on the day. Trail max is almost back where it was at its highest, only $100 away on the trail. I'm probably gonna walk right here. I'll take my 150. I'm happy enough with that. Definitely should have walked with our original trade, our first trade, but this was a hell of a journey on the way back. $1,000 loss and made $1,300 on the day. On a total of 16 trades, I think is what we took. So, a lot of work right there. Proud of that trading today. Whew. So Ugh. Good trading today. Pretty happy with it. Um, even though we only ended up $150, I'm still happy about the trading itself because what I was doing that I should have been doing for the last couple months is putting my buy orders much lower than trying to buy into momentum. Because over the last 2-3 months, there's just been a lot of like momentum rips, and then you just keep watching it rip, 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 and then you're like, well, I should have just bought into this and just ride the momentum, buy high, sell higher, kind of thing. Um, but there's been so many times where it's just like rip, rip, rips, massive sell off, and then you know, I kept getting caught in a lot of these sell offs. So yeah, thank you. Everyone else, everyone have a really awesome day today. Um, Obviously, we won't be here on Thursday, it's Thanksgiving, but we'll be here tomorrow, and we'll see you guys then. I hope everyone has an awesome day. Stay green. All right. Talk to you soon.